We're on the record in cause number 325344, the state of Texas versus Hector Antonio Crisanti. Mr. Crisanti, would you please raise your right hand? Mr. Crisanti, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you may put your hand down. How you doing, Mr. Crisanti?
No.
That's good, Mr. Crisanti. I have before me the information that alleges on or about October 6th of 2019, while you were in Jefferson County, Texas, you committed the Class A misdemeanor offense of driving while intoxicated with an alcohol concentration of 0.15 or more. Mr. Crisanti, do you understand what you've been charged with?
Yes.
And to this charge, Mr. Crisanti, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
Now, you're pleading no contest freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
And are you pleading no contest because you do not wish to fight or contest the charges?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Crisanti, I'm gonna show you what's been marked as State's Exhibit Number 1. Do you recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
On page 2 of the same document, Mr. Crisanti, are these your initials on the line that says nolo contendere, which means no contest?
Yes, sir.
And on page 3 of the same document, Mr. Crisanti, is that your signature above the line that says defendant?
Yes, sir.
And on the next document with the trial court certification of defendant's right of appeal, Mr. Crisanti, do you recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
And is this your signature above the line that says defendant?
Yes.
I have another document here. This document is titled the discovery certification. Do you recognize this document?
Yes, sir.
And is this your signature on the line that says defendant?
Yes.
Now, prior to signing and initialing these documents, did your attorney, Mr. Parker, go over these documents with you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and did you read and understand everything in these documents?
Yes, sir.
And is everything in these documents true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, sir.
State, I have before me State's Exhibit Number 1. State, you like to, State's Exhibit Number 1. You like to offer State's Exhibit Number 1?
Yes, Your Honor, and I'd also like to offer State's Exhibit Number 2, that's the probable cause affidavit for this case.
Okay.
No objection.
Okay, no objections. State's Exhibits Number 1 and 2 will be admitted. Mr. Parker, you advised and counsel Mr. Crisanti. Is there any evidence that he is currently mentally incompetent to stand trial?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Crisanti, your attorney, Mr. Parker, has advised and counseled you. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, sir.
Has he provided full, effective, and competent legal representation?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Crisanti, I will accept your plea of no contest. I will find that you are mentally competent to stand trial. I will also find that your plea and waivers were freely and voluntarily given. I will also find that there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. State, do we have a plea bargain agreement?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Your Honor. It's for 180 days to be probated over 18 months, a $750 fine, 80 hours community service, the DWI education course and drug and alcohol assessment, and interlock.
Mr. Crisanti, the state is offering that you serve 180 days in the Jefferson County Jail, and however, you will not have to serve any time in the Jefferson County Jail because you'll be placed on probation for 18 months. During the 18-month probationary period, you'll be required to pay a fine of $750 plus court costs, which comes to a total of $1,157. You'll also be required to pay $60 each month for your probation fee, or your urinalysis fee of $15, a Jefferson County DWI education class and initial evaluation fee of $150, which is due on the day of the plea. And if there's a further analysis, further evaluation need, you'll be required to pay $50. Now, your total monthly installments, how much you would have to pay per month, is $145 per month. Would you be able to pay the $145 per month?
Yes, sir.
You will? Okay. Now, in addition, Mr. Crisanti, you'll be required to perform 80 hours of community service, participate and complete the DWI education course, and you'll be required to take a drug and alcohol assessment, and you'll have to install an interlock device on any vehicle that you own or operate, and you would also have to adhere to the standard terms and conditions of probation. Mr. Crisanti, do you understand the state's offer?
Yes, sir.
Do you think that the state's offer in your case is fair and just?
Yes, sir.
And do you accept the state's offer?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Crisanti, I'll follow the plea bargain agreement that you've entered into with the state. Please stand over here on the X in front of the clerk and follow her directions, and have a good day. You have a good day.